All the Allred's blood probably spewed out on the ground here. What is that? Did I get captured by the demon? Ooh, stay away from me, sir. Hey, how you doing, everybody? My name's Anthony, and welcome to a game called Faith. And in this game, I am playing as a priest who is sent to a small town to investigate a demonic possession. And by the sound of things, they don't really go very well. And, you know, a lot of people probably die. So let's get into the game. And here we go. You can also change up the background too. I'll probably change it up every video or something. What do we got? What do we got? Can I control him? I can. Just a little blue priest walking down the street. Or in the forest. I mean, pretty simple game so far. Just walking straight up the town. Oh, there are giant spiders I have to look out for, I guess. Not quite demons yet. Oh, we got a spooky well. Is there any demons or spiders inside of this? There's one up there, though. Get away from me. Get away from me! That is not a spider. That is a man. Alrighty, then. Yeah, that is Mortis. Alright, so, game's over. Thank you for watching, everyone, and I'll see you in the next video. So for now, arrivederci. Oh, I can hold up a cross with space. I can compel him with the power of Christ. But the question is, will they actually listen? Most likely not. I don't know of many demons that were compelled by the voice of Jesus Christ himself. I think they may be too much of a lost cause. Well, they come from the bottom this time, buddy, I see. You are very fast. Yeah, you keep running, Mr. Deer. The crab-walking demons of the forest will come and get you. Alright, we're good so far. Alright, we found the house. Probably all them crab-walking demons that are just friggin' destroying this place. Front door's locked, so I guess we can just go around the back. Yeah, can I just walk inside the roof? I don't think this is how this is supposed to work. Maybe the power of Christ will open the door. No, that didn't work? Okay. So yeah, apparently there's absolutely no side door, so I guess I need to just keep walking around and looking for a key. Come on, demons. Come and get me. I'm standing out in the wide open. Come here. Yeah, come get compelled by Christ. I don't think you can kill him with the cross, but you can sure drive him away. Nope, get away. Is there a key in this well that I can interact with? Oh, alright. There we go. Oh, some sort of spirit got out of there. You're invited. Come celebrate Nate and Jason's 6th birthday. Saturday, May 3rd. Turn. I don't need an invitation to your birthday party. That's also a very demonic clown in the invitation. If I was a kid and I saw that invitation, I'm freaking throwing it in the trash. Oh, I can walk over to the left. Alright, I probably should have tried that before I walk in straight into the house. Is this a structure that I can interact with too? It is. What did I get this time? Public lecture by Carl James Osborne. Connecticut's historical connections to witchcraft, Satanism, and the beast system. Wednesday, 8 p.m. Oh, that's probably what happened at their house. We just called in all the spirits and they just killed them all. Can I find something useful on my travels? I'm just kind of aimlessly walking around right now. Ooh, a shack. The Martins. The Martins' house lies about 100 yards off the Smoke Meadow Hill Road. Trees just out in the middle of the gravel path that is mostly covered in grass. It was difficult to find the house, especially since it was already dark when we arrived. Father Allred seemed to know where he was going. He simply drove straight ahead until he arrived at the house. In the headlights, I saw an old shed off to the right of the path. Father Allred explained that he would rather perform the exorcism away from the house, but the Martins had insisted that Amy remain inside. He complained that having the family present makes it difficult to proceed with the elements of the rite that may seem harsh to the lay person. Alright, getting a little exorcism tutorial by Father Allred. Actually, no, that probably isn't by the father, whoever the father was with. And here is our key. There's also a demon that just passed by the window. No space! Oh, I hit enter. I hit enter and almost killed myself. It is not enter, it is spacebar. So I guess I can just make my merry way on back to the house. Hey, it's a D again. You gonna run away? It's a very still deer. I'm just gonna go this way. Oh no! He's gonna kill the deer! He's gonna get the deer! No! Alright, we gotta go see if he got the deer or not. He most likely did. He was right there on him. No sir. Ooh, what is this? It's a bunch of spider webs on the ground. What'd I get? Bob, the kids and I miss you more every day. The kids and Amy have started their next school year here at home. Amy keeps asking when she's going to be allowed to go to real school. I think she's getting cabin fever. The twins are having no problems occupying their time. Yesterday, they came in with their hands covered in blood. Okay, you should probably be a little bit more concerned. I guess they found a dead deer and thought it would be a good idea to touch it. I think we might have a coyote problem because when I went out with them to look at the dead deer, it was a pretty gruesome sight. All this was just a day after the twins' birthday party. Can't wait for you to come home. Yeah, they probably got possessed by the demon clown in your invitation. And obviously the crab-walking demons got to the deer. How am I back at the shed? How does that make any sense? Yeah, get away from that deer. I'm saving the wildlife around these parts. Can I just walk straight up and find the house again? Nope, I'm finding a puddle. What am I getting this time? Another letter? I caught some people walking through the woods around the house last week. Not kids, just regular adults. They told me they got lost while hiking. I pointed them back towards the road. The whole thing just didn't feel right. I think I should go dig up Bob's rifle out of storage. Ooh, well, I think I should know where I'm heading next. Right to the storage room. How am I here again? Oh, Jesus! He just came out of nowhere! What am I supposed to do about that one? I better not have to restart this whole game. I'm pretty sure I saw... Okay, good. Ooh, I found a couple tombs. Must be the graveyard. That, nothing. How about this one? Nothing. It has to be this one up here. That gives me something. Yeah, buddy. Mr. Martin. It has taken longer than expected registering the makers on your property as a historical cemetery. The markers, not the makers. I was wondering why that didn't make any sense. Our office has had difficulty identifying who was buried there. The inscriptions on the gravestones are written in a language that we cannot identify. I've sent those gravestone rubbings to some of my peers at the University of Connecticut. I will reach out to you when I get a response from them. All the best, Daryl Henderson, State of Connecticut Historical Society. I guess it seems like this guy built his house on top of some sort of satanic ritual. Today I noticed Amy's favorite tree looks like it's dying. All the needles are falling off of it and the bark is peeling. I guess I'm more upset about it than Amy is. She is totally absorbed in her volunteer work at the clinic. I guess it's good that she found something that she's passionate about, but I've gotten ugly looks from some of the women at the book club. Kathy and her religious friends won't even talk to me anymore. Yeah, I think that's a little bit of an overreaction to someone else's daughter volunteering their time at a health clinic. Must be some really crazy religious nuts. Alright, so chaos reigns. Oh, you were gonna read that? Sorry to interrupt your dialogue, Mr. Narrator. There's also a bunch of hooligans that ran up here. Are you guys writing chaos reigns on the ground up here? I don't have time for these type of shenanigans. I'm doing the Lord's work over here. These guys are just running for the hills. No, go fuck yourself. These guys are just gonna bring me straight up to the house? It seems like they are. Am I at the house again? I am at the house. they just got levitated back up to the roof. And into the house we go. And now it's time for all the real shit to pop off. Mr. and Mrs. Martin greeted us at the front porch. Mr. Martin led us downstairs to the basement, explaining that Amy was down there in restraints. There was guilt and shame in his voice. Amy was in the very back of the attic in a chair, perfectly calm, staring at us. It is hard to describe the look on her face. It was not the kind of look a child gives you. Well, it wasn't the child. It was Satan himself. Anybody in the kitchen? Ooh, I can interact with this. This is a family portrait. Oh, Nate. They just signed his autograph on it. Because this is the type of masterpiece to hang up on the fridge, if I do say so myself. I would be a proud father if my son drew that for me. How about with the picture? Ooh, a little bit more insight into this family. It's just the picture. Well, I can see why you were so concerned about your daughter. She's just dark purple. That's the first sign of a demonic possession. Who's up here, though? There's a bike on a bed. There's also a blood trail going to that bedroom there, that door. Hello? Anybody in here? Amy. Her name was Amy, right? Pretty sure it was. This way? Rubber duck on the shelf. Let me get that rubber duck. What did I get? I don't feel safe in my own home anymore. I hear voices outside the house at night. I don't let the twins go out in the woods to play because I'm afraid of what's out there. The house itself feels stressed, distorted, slanted somehow. It's like I'm working through a carnival funhouse. Walking, not working. Amy's condition has only gotten worse. I cannot stand to be around her, and I just don't know why. She just doesn't seem like herself anymore. I want to take her to the doctor, but I can't leave the boys here. I find that the phone stopped working throughout the day, and now I can't seem to find my car keys. Thank God Bob comes home tomorrow. Am I Bob? I don't know if I'm Bob or not. I don't think I'm playing as Bob, because I think they would have framed the story a little bit more around my character, rather than just saying a young priest is being sent to a house to deal with the demonic possession. Also, I feel like if I was ever in one of these situations where my daughter was not herself anymore, and I was scared to be in my own house, I feel like I would start considering moving out of the house. I guess I was the only one who thought to check in the attic. When I got up there, it was freezing cold. I found Amy standing in the back, looking straight at me like when I first met her downstairs. We spoke briefly, although it was frustrating to talk to her, or it. I experienced a bit of deception from the demon. During our conversation, she uttered my mother's first name, and in other instances spoke perfect Latin. I called for help from the others, but nobody came, so I raised my crucifix and began the rite again. Hopefully that was a good decision. and hopefully he's actually still alive. It doesn't really seem like it though. What is this purple elephant on the shelf or something? Bob must be stationed somewhere in the Middle East because he sent over this weird-looking doll for Amy's birthday. I'll ask Anish about it next time we have book club. She looks like she could be from over there. Well, that's a bit of a generalization. Amy didn't seem excited to see the doll. I think she would rather have a phone instead, or maybe seeing a baby doll makes her feel self-conscious about working at the clinic. At the clinic. I can't fucking read today. So I guess that's what started it all. Some sort of doll from apparently the Middle East. Oh, there's another room over to the left here. I went back downstairs. Cool. Hopefully there's something in here. The master bedroom. It looks like there's someone laying in the bed here. This is a gigantic-ass bed. Jesus Christ. Do you really need that big of a bed? Bob must be a big, big man. Oh, I actually have a reflection in the mirror. That's cool. You never really see that even in indie games, too. That's cool that they went to the effort of that. This is back in the kitchen. Oh, the back door? Can I check that? I can't go out here either. I'm walking around holding my crucifix over everything. Oh, there's a staircase right here. Yeah, right down into the basement. Hopefully that's a mannequin standing right there. Anybody in here? That's water over there. The hell is this? Looks like the headboard of a bed. Dear Amy, thanks for writing. It really brightened my day hearing from you. In your letter, you asked what's the weirdest thing I've ever seen as a missionary. The area we are working in has a lot of folks who practice Quimbaba. It's what you might call a pagan religion. It's kind of a mix of Catholic and African religions. One of the saints they worship is San La Muerte, or Saint Death. Yesterday we talked to a boy about 15. When we asked him if he had ever prayed, he said no, but I have prayed to San La Muerte. He told us about a time when he stayed over at his cousin's house, and according to him, they prayed to some figures of San La Muerte, and the figures made things in the house move around. He got real quiet and scared looking after that. We told him he could pray to God and that God wouldn't make him feel scared like that. We invited him to the church, but he hasn't come yet. I need to wrap this letter up and get back to work. See you in 4 months. Leighton. I guess someone should have listened to him. And it sounds like Bob sent San La Muerte straight to his own house, if that is in fact the same demon or saint that we're dealing with. But I feel like if anything is called the Saint of Death, I feel like you might as well just call him a demon at that point. What the hell is going on? Freaking ghost orgy going on in here. Going down. Alright, now things are getting interesting. These are the things I've been searching for. This is a long note. Amy's parents could not endure witnessing the proceedings of the rite for long. Mrs. Martin was hysterical, and the thing that was inside Amy was feeding off the fear. Father Allred asked me to take the Martins upstairs. I was physically worn out, but managed to get them back up the stairs into the kitchen. Amy was screaming, "Mother, Mother," the whole time. Finally, I got them to sit down with me at the kitchen table. After a few minutes, we couldn't hear much of anything down there in the basement, so I went down to check on things. I found Father Allred lying on his back, unconscious. With his arms spread out wide, Amy was not in the chair. Ooh, it seems like things went awry. Father Allred's blood probably spewed out on the ground here. What is that? Oh! What did I get captured by the demon? Ooh, stay away from me, sir. Or is that Amy? It seems like it has long hair.
She is here.
No shit. It looks like... Whoa, here she comes. Oh, she's just gonna be chasing after me now. I got my handy-dandy crucifixion on me. Nothing's gonna get me with the power of Christ on my side. So that's gonna do it for this episode of Faith, and it looks like in next episode I will be running and hiding from Amy, aka She-Demon. So for now, arrivederci.